Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing wonderful today. I'm Lady Starfire and today I want to bring you some more witchy tips. Today's video is going to be trying to rectify some false information that's been put out there. Okay? Maybe a bit of a rant, not sure. But my husband came across a video, just randomly popped up. And he was like, oh, let's see what this is about. Well, he started watching it. I was listening. And I'm like going, oh, my God. Just send me that video because obviously there's a video I need to do, because the information is just wrong. Okay? So I got my trusty notes here because I went through the video and I made notes of the things that were stated. And I'm going to tell you what was stated and kind of tell you what's wrong with it in case you don't know. And maybe what the truth is if there's something else. Now this video had over 100,000 views and I don't know, 5,000-6,000 likes. Okay, so it's wrong. And I don't care if you're pagan or Christian. I mean, this is going from a Christian standpoint, but pagan or Christian, the information's wrong. Okay, so I just want to kind of cover this because the title is Witchcraft and Black Magic Symptoms, okay, and it deals with odors. Okay, so the woman is Jamaican, all right, and like I said, she does all this from a Christian standpoint. The problem is, Christian or not, it's wrong. So anyway, all right, so she talks about the different body parts that are targeted if someone is working witchcraft on you. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and cover it now. I may say it again later, don't know. What she ends up describing is not witchcraft. Okay, witchcraft is simply an action. It's not positive nor negative. Okay, it is both, depending on your intent. I knew by stuff she talked about that she was talking about hoodoo or the negative sides of voodoo or Santeria. And she says witchcraft and black magic. But even still, now I've been doing this a long time. I'm not saying that things aren't possible, but I've never seen some of this stuff. Okay. And, she talks a whole lot about spiritual warfare and all kinds of stuff. And so, anyway, here we go. Supposedly, according to her, if you have a witchcraft spell put on you, you're going to smell, you will stink to everyone, okay? And that it's targeted in specific body parts, your armpits, your bodily fluids, your mouth, your private parts, and then your spirit, okay? I promise you, you got some man that's out here working on a roof or on a construction site, out on doing road work or whatever, all those parts of him are going to stink. Okay? It's going to smell. I don't care how much deodorant he wears, how many showers he takes, it's going to smell. And it don't mean that he has some spell put on him. Okay? If I get out working in the yard, I'm going to smell. Okay? Because you're going to sweat. And that's normal. Okay? So trying to say that everybody that has some body odor has got some, spell put on them is just wrong. Okay? It's fear mongering, which is unfortunately what a lot of the churches do. Okay? Now, I'm not putting down all of you that are Christian, but what the church does and how they push all this fear and manipulation and control and all that is wrong. Okay? And that's what this woman is doing. She is putting stuff out there to make everybody, think, oh, ooh, I must have some spell on me. Somebody's worked witchcraft on me, okay? And this is wrong, okay? This is, because she talks about, and I'll get into it, what you have to do to get this off of you, okay? Which, number one, it don't work that way. But anyway, let me go in order so I don't miss anything, okay? So, then she claims to have gifts, but that she's not a witch, okay? That she's Christian. Okay, we all have these gifts, Most of us that have gifts, we get accused of being a witch, okay? And, you know, being evil because we have gifts. Well, she's claiming to have these intuitive gifts, but she's claiming to be Christian, and that it's not, you know, that hers is okay where ours is not. All right. She says that, you know, spirits have an odor. Now, if you have an ancestor that comes to visit, you might smell the type of perfume that they wore, or cologne, or a cigar, or whatever. It's to let you know they're there, okay? That's different from this. She's talking about how they stink. Now, scouts have a stench to them. Scouts are something that somebody will send, okay? I mean, they're a negative demonic type spirit. They can't hurt you. They're there to gather information. You know, so if you pissed off some satanic group or something, they're liable to send a scout to figure out what you're doing so they know better how to attack you. Now, they smell. They will usually smell like, you know, some man's socks or armpits that once again has been up on a roof or out on a road crew or something like that. It's a stench, okay? So that part is true, but not just in general, okay? Just in general, because, I mean, not all spirits are demons. Demons usually have a smell to them, but not all spirits are demons, okay? All right. Now, then she contradicts herself, okay? Because she says that the witch that does the witchcraft has these odors, okay? She then comes back and says that the witch doesn't smell. It's the spirit that's attached to her that she's called on or whatever that actually has the smell, all right? She also refers to a witch or a warlock, okay? A male witch is a witch. A warlock is a lying, deceitful person, okay? It was a witch traitor. So, you know, I mean, if you're going to put stuff out there, at least have your terminology right. Quit watching so much Bewitched and believing the titles that they give. Anyway. But like I said, first she says they're going to smell. That's how you can tell that they are a witch or something. But then she turns around and goes, well, it's not always them that smells. It's the spirit that's following behind them. And that's what you're smelling to, you know, it's, like I said, I got really irritated with this, as you can tell. Mainly because, in fact, it's false information, okay? I don't mind people making any kind of videos that's truthful information, okay? But not false, all right? Especially when you're talking about me and my people. Okay. Like I said, you know, I already explained that, yes, you know, some demons do have odors, scouts have odors, that sort of thing. I never had long. Okay. She, you know, and she starts showing people, you know, women mostly that, you know, nowadays, most of the ones she showed were black women, which is okay. But she's doing it in a way that to me was degrading to black women because she's showing them and going, you know, that witches today look like this. You know, and I'm like, okay, so are you trying to say that all black women are bad or something? You're a black woman yourself. You're Jamaican. I mean, what's the deal? Okay. So I took offense to this as well. You know, I just did a video on what a witch looks like. Looks like you, looks like me. Okay. Whoever you are, you know, but she made it like, you know, she says, you know, we don't look like we used to. And she referred to the long nose and the warts and the acne and I mean all this stuff, okay? We never had that. That is all Hollywood, okay? You know, the long nose, the wart, the green face, or whatever. You know, we never looked like that. Never. That is depictions from the stories, the ones that, you know, wanted to paint all witches as being bad, okay? So, you know, it's, once again, spreading lies. This is my problem. We don't spread lies. We spread the truth. Okay, so the next topic thing on here was spiritual oppression. Okay. She goes on to say that God will help you tell the difference. So, so regular people don't have body odor. We all have body odor, okay? And that witches will take your energy. An energy vampire takes your energy, okay? You know, this is somebody that's not to be trusted, all right? It's not necessarily just a witch. You got energy vampires out there that, you know, aren't witches. I've had people walk in my store, you know, they don't even practice, but they drain my daggum energy if I'm not careful, and it's just the type of people that they are. And they don't, some of them don't even know they're doing it, okay? They just are going through stuff, and they just wear you down, just their energy, the thing about them. So, you know, it's okay. Then she goes on to talk about this woman that was on TikTok and states, well, it's on TikTok and it has to be true. Okay. Anyway, it says that they will trap you or your energy, your spirit, in this season, she puts it, in a bottle. Okay. A bottle talks about is either a glass jar or a bottle or even one made of wood. Okay. And then she talks about, this is, I mean, I already knew that she was talking about a negative voodoo or hoodoo type thing, but she kept saying witches and warlocks, all right? So now we get to where it kind of makes more sense as far as she's talking about that stuff, but it's still wrong. Because then she shows a video of a man who is obviously either voodoo or hoodoo, all right? Because of the way he talks and what he is doing. Okay, I recognize some of these spells. Because the other thing was about the bottles, the other was a coconut. And I'm like, I've never used a coconut to try to, you know, capture anybody in or whatever. But she goes on, shows a video, and says that, you know, he says that he can use a coconut to represent your head to manipulate your mind. Okay? This is not witchcraft. Okay, this is my problem with this whole thing. If she had said hoodoo, voodoo, the negative sides of these things, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But that's not witchcraft. They don't claim witchcraft, ever. Okay? So, then it goes on and says, oh, okay. All right, here we go. All right, so then, and she goes on to say that if you don't floss your teeth, okay, you know, brush your teeth and floss, and then some other things, then you're under a magic spell because you're being lazy in taking care of yourself. Okay. I mean, she says, if you just take a shower, but you don't exfoliate and you don't thoroughly cleanse and you don't do all these things, then you are under a magic spell that some witch or warlock has put on you to where you're not, you don't have the energy to take proper care of yourself. You know, there's some of us that don't floss unless we get something stuck in our teeth, okay? You know, I've always been one, my teeth are so close together, I can't hardly ever use floss, all right? I get the floss stuck. It shreds. So, you know, I have ways of taking care of myself that doesn't require some of these things, you know, on a daily basis. You know, you scrub your skin exfoliating every day, you know, you're going to strip your skin, all right? And it's not healthy. Anyway, and it doesn't mean that you've got a spell put on you. Okay, so then she goes into the spiritual warfare, meaning that you don't, as I was saying, you don't take care of yourself, and then you sweat at night. You have your shower at night, and then you go to bed and you sweat that you have a spell put on you. You know, sometimes you've got menopause and you sweat. Sometimes there are people that just simply get night sweats for some reason or another. Or maybe your room's a little bit too warm. You know, you know, if it meant that sweating at night meant that, you know, you had some spell put on you, then I've had one on me for years. Okay? Give me a break. That does not indicate a spell being put on you. You know, you want to know if you got a spell put on you? There's a whole lot of other ways, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. I think I've talked about some of it in the past. Go back and watch the one on psychic attacks. Anyway, okay. Next, we have the generational odor. Same thing as a generational curse, okay? It says spirits in the bloodline that have odor. Okay? The family will have the same odor. Everything in the house will smell like it, she says. It's an uncomfortable smell. A funky smell, moldy smell, sour smell. You know what? This whole generational thing, this spirit I have never known of, and I've known a lot of people in my life, that it follows down the bloodline. Okay? Everybody in the house, if they have a similar body odor, it's because they all eat the same food. Okay? Paul and me are not of the same blood. But there's times we'll all smell kind of garlicky because you know what? We eat a lot of garlic. We eat a lot of Italian food. So guess what? There may be a little oregano thrown in there and a few other things. All right. We also eat a lot of Mexican food. So we're probably going to have a lot of that. So, you know, it's not the same thing. You know, it does not mean that there is some spirit or generational spirit or whatever kind of spirit, all right, that's there hanging out and that's what the smell is coming from. Your house is going to smell that way because why? You're cooking with these scents. So these things are going to be there, okay? So just, oh, okay, let me continue here. Spells have a smell. Really? I've worked a crap load of spells in my life, and I don't know of any of them that have a smell. Now, maybe if I wanted to have a smell, it might, okay? But normally, I don't want it to have a smell because if I'm going to work a spell on you, I don't want you to know it's coming. That'd be kind of stupid, right? Well, she says it has a direct odor on the spell for the spell or the curse. It says not just a side effect, because, it's to make, it's a spell to make them stink. So now she kind of rewords it and changes it into that. And so now she goes on to explain the type of spell to make this happen. Now, I guess, if you're somebody that chooses to work that type of magic, that doing something bad to somebody, I just hate to be you when it comes back on you. But anyway, so she goes on to refer to a graveyard spell. The spell is using graveyard dirt, okay, done in the graveyard, using some of your items, using a grave from a sick person, like maybe somebody that had cancer and died, or AIDS, or something along those lines. And they're going to do this spell to try to give you that same illness. Now, first of all, this is not witchcraft. Hell, that ain't even black magic. That goes further way on down from that, okay? You got to really know what you're doing to try to do that kind of stuff. And either way, and I don't care if you believe in karma or not, karma is going to come get you, okay? I would hate to be you working that kind of stuff on people. But anyway, let's go on. Okay, so anyway, she adds stuff to it to make it stink. Worse smelling sweat. The graveyard ritual, it's going to make you rot from the inside out. Okay. They target the specific body part, that is going to make it smell like death. So I guess if you ticked off somebody, she's going to make your private stuff smell bad or whatever, Oh. She goes on to say that spiritual spells don't smell as bad. Okay, so what are you doing? Anyway, it says graveyard spirit summoned, they will attach it to you. Okay? So, is it making it you, or is it, a spirit? So, like I said, there's a lot of contradictory in here, and all of it is wrong. Anyway, all right, so it says bottle your stuff in spirit. All right. Oh, this was a good one. Yeah. It's the zombie spirit, she says, that they get out of the graveyard that smells rotten, okay? Because, when you are watching the horror movies and the zombies that are, and the brains hanging out and all that kind of stuff, yeah, and they smell rotted and everything. Well, yeah, this is what she's saying that they're doing in the graveyard, is calling on the zombie spirits to come and make you smell bad. All of this is the bad side of voodoo or hoodoo, okay? She even had a video of somebody referring to some of these vessels, okay, and referred to it as voodoo. Voodoo is not witchcraft, okay? So, I mean, once again, my thing is, if you're going to put information out there, make sure you're putting out the truth and not a bunch of garbage. I guess maybe she titled that to get more people to watch it. I don't know. Anyway, she goes on, the spirit smells, not you. Now, before she said that you stink. Now she's saying the spirit is what smells, but the spirit's hanging around you, so people think it's you. The zombies are spirits, especially in Haiti. Okay, now we're going back to the Haitian, okay? And they will, well, it gets into this other part. Let me get this one. So when this gets put on you, you have to cancel, rebuke, and denounce and pray it away. Okay? And then she gets into this whole thing of this blessed oil, which is olive oil, and this 24, 48-hour fast, you know, and then you do your doors. Your doors are spiritual doors. Oh, this is a good one. Doors are spiritual doors. Now, she claims that spirits can use any door or window in your house to come in and out. No, they use a portal. You know, portals can be in mirrors. I mean, it could be where a doorway is, you know, if you opened it up there or somebody else did or whatever. But all doors, all windows, and even all mirrors are not automatically portals, okay? And so you have to do this thing with this olive oil on all of them and anoint all your doors, windows, and mirrors with this olive oil to close off any of these portals and protect yourself. No. Okay. Now this next topic was Marine Kingdom, which it means spiritual spouse. Now, I've never heard of this Marine Kingdom, but they're referring to a spiritual spouse. And it says it afflicts you by sleeping with you in your dreams. Okay? Masquerading as a person that you know. Well, first of all, if you ain't my husband in real life, I ain't sleeping with you in a dream or in anything else. Okay? You know, astral visit, whatever, not going to happen. Okay? Yeah, they've tried before and failed, and they will always fail because I'm a very faithful person. Okay? So it's not going to happen. But anyway, but if this happens, they come into your dreams, whether they manage to sleep with you or not, you must cancel, rebuke, and all this, you know, what it was, all these things, and pray it away, okay? First of all, if somebody truly puts a spell on you, that is not going to get rid of it, okay? That is just not how you get rid of a spell, you know? But once again, some people think all they have to do is pray to God and everything gets fixed. Well, if that was the case, why do we have children dying of cancer or dealing with cancer in St. Jude's? Why do we have other people doing all this? And they pray all the time, okay, to not have this problem and to be well and to get rid of whatever, okay? And they still have it. Prayer doesn't get rid of things. You know, granted, you're putting out an intent, but you got to do things in the right way. And just doing this, saying I cancel and rebuke and denounce this, is not going to get rid of it, no matter how many times you try. Okay? Anyway, as it says, if it manages to sleep with you, you must do this. If you don't, you will smell them. You will smell like rotten fish smell. Okay? She keeps talking about women smelling like fish. Well, first of all, if you keep yourself clean, you don't. If you do, it's because you have something wrong and it's not witchcraft. Okay, it's not because somebody put a spell on you. Okay, because you're wearing colored underwear, or you're using body products that don't agree with you, or you ain't washing. Anyway, according to this, the witch or warlock, as she says, wants to keep others away from you. Okay, so this is why they send this spiritual spouse to sleep with you, so that nobody will have anything to do with you. All right? It says a spiritual bacteria comes on you after it sleeps with you. It says the spirit is afflicted and it will make your private parts itchy. All right. I am so sorry. Spirits cannot carry bacteria. Okay? They cannot give you a yeast infection or any of this other stuff. Okay? I don't know where this woman has come up with this stuff. Now, can somebody put something on you to make you seem, funky? That is probably possible. Done, the right way / it's wrong. But, somebody really knows what they're doing. The average person cannot, because they don't have a clue what they're doing. All right? Just don't. Not to mention the fact, the karma that you got coming back on you. So, most people that do know how to do that kind of stuff and do it, they don't care about karma because they've already done so many other things, they don't care. So, anyway, bottom line is, if you come up with some infection, male or female, in your private area, go your butt to the doctor. You can't cancel, denounce, and rebuke and all this stuff it away. All right? That is because you didn't get it from some spiritual spouse. You got it from somebody you slept with. Okay? It's just real simple. Or, sometimes you get it from taking antibiotics. Or sometimes, if you're sensitive to dyes, from wearing the little fancy colored underwear. Okay. And man, your stuff can sometimes show up much later. Depending on how many women you sleep with, you may not have any idea where it came from. Because y'all get it, and by the time it shows up for you, it is bad, okay? So cover that stuff and be careful who you're sleeping with. So anyway, all right. Next we have the resolution, okay, besides the cancel, rebuke, and denounce thing and praying it all away, is the whole pretty much other hour of the video, because I think it was 2 hours long, okay? So yeah, I kind of skipped through some of this next part. She talks about doing a dry fast, taking vitamins, a 3-day water fast. All this is to break the affliction, okay? We have to fast. And then we have to do all this hygiene stuff. She goes on to talk about that they target your gifts. Okay? People that have gifts are the ones that get targeted. Everybody gets targeted. They have curses. She went on to talk about, claiming she hated to say this, but she goes there anyway, that most of these curses are on black women, okay? Because God told her that the black women are being targeted. It's in the bloodline to make them smell. It also curses black men and women to fight and not want to be together. Now, it says in the past it was Hispanic women, but now it's the black women. Most people that smell, it's because they either don't have good hygiene, think that whatever cologne they're wearing smells good when it really doesn't. It doesn't go with their body chemistry well. They smell it on the bottle, it smells great. They put it on, it does not go with their body chemistry. And therefore it smells, okay? There's, and some people just have a natural body odor, okay? It's like animals. They put on, have you ever smelt the old civet? Which is a scent that, big cats put off. That stuff is horrible, but the cat likes it, okay? So we all have natural body scents that help to attract It's pheromones. It attracts the right mate to you. Okay? You know, women tend to cover it up. Men too. Too much friggin' cologne. Okay? So, anyway. It's every race has their own sense. Okay? Every race. Every nationality. Because a lot of it goes with the food that you eat. Okay? Because your body excretes that. Women in your area, people, if they know what they're doing, can tell what you've eaten. Okay? Based on the smell, taste, all that. Okay? So, yeah, I know that's kind of a way out there topic, but it's true. Okay? It goes back to the spices and foods and things that you eat. And then, like I said, talking about some of the fasting and different stuff, the rest of the video, was her promoting specific products, specific body washes, vitamins, all these different things, certain brands. She's showing all of these certain brands that I don't know if she's getting a kickback off of it or not. I have no idea. All I know is she was spouting out all these different things and how these were going to save you from these zombie spirits and spiritual spouses and all these things, okay? There is no body product out there that is just that you can go to Walmart or Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond or whoever out there, okay? There is none of those that you can go buy that is going to cleanse away these spirits, okay? It's just not going to happen. Fasting is not going to cleanse them away, all right? There are ways to do all of this. You'll watch my videos on cleansing and some of the candles and different things. And if you're still not sure, pop a comment down there and ask me. I'll be happy to tell you. Happy to direct you in the right direction. And if you think you have any of these things put on you, if you're close, come see me. If not, message me on Facebook or call my store. Okay? I'll be happy to let you know if you have some zombie spirit following you around. Okay? Now, I'm not saying people don't get things put on them. They do. Okay? There are mean people out there that do nasty spells to people. So, are there things that can be put on you and psychic attack and wish magic and everything else? Yes. Are there people that can do a lot of this stuff here? Yes. They're not witches, though. Okay? They might be warlocks, because a warlock is not a male witch. A warlock is a bad person that works bad stuff and does bad things. Okay? I'll give her that one. But most of this stuff is done from the bad side of voodoo, hoodoo, or Santeria. Okay? It's just like within our stuff, with our gods and goddesses, we have good people that are doing, whether it's Wicca or Druidism or whatever, and then you have your Satanists. Okay? And not all Satanists, I guess, do black magic. Most of the ones I've known of do. But, that's our negative side, I guess you could say. Same thing with voodoo and all that. They have their religious ones that do the right thing. And you have the ones over here that for the right amount of money or whatever will do whatever. Okay? So there's those in everything. Okay? There are people out there that will do this. So, and that's the black magic. That's the only part of our heading that was true to go with any of this. So, anyway, if you haven't already, do me a favor, please, and like this video and share it. People need to know that this kind of stuff is out there, and it's bull, okay? It's wrong. And just don't believe all this stuff. Don't think you got to go scrub your body for an hour to stop things from getting on you or to get rid of them, okay? It just doesn't work that way. So, anyway, click the like and the subscribe and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about this garbage. What is your opinion on it, okay? I won't blast you if you disagree with me. I don't mind. Let me know what you think, okay? Because this is just, wrong, okay? So, anyway, give me some ideas. What other things would you like, to see me do videos on, all right? Leave me some comments. Let me know. Send me messages. And whatever ones I can do, I'll be happy to. And those of you that keep asking for Paul to do more videos, I'm trying, okay? So far, he's not willing, but I'm working on him, all right? Keep leaving those comments. Maybe we'll get him on here again. So, anyway, all right. hope you got some information out of this. I hope you learned something, and not just take everything people say as what it is, okay? And that way, every time you go, oh no, somebody's put a spell on me, I've got some zombie spirit to follow me around, okay? So, yeah, don't freak out over that. Go wash your armpits, put on some deodorant, and you'll probably be fine. So, anyway, all right, because there's a whole lot more things that go into it. You know, if you want to know how to look that up, let me know, and we'll work on that. So, anyway, until the next one, everybody have fun, stay safe, stay clean, just because we don't want any zombie spirits, right? So, until the next time, remember, I love you, stay happy, and blessed be.